welcome to the British Music Experience, as I said. So we're going to start off with a bit of a production workshop or talk from these three lovely gentlemen.
My whole approach to music is to be as untechnical as possible. When people from hospital come to my studio to, when I'm putting an album together and they see how I'm working, they're like, how have you gotten so far in the music industry knowing this little? I mean, I don't even have a microphone. I mean, I just try and keep it as basic as possible because my fear is always the technical side of things get in the way of the artistry. And as long as I've got enough knowledge to get things past the finish line, then I'm happy. I'm not really bothered about all the latest plugins and technology. I just believe in serendipity and trial and error and just figuring it out as you go along. Oftentimes I'll make a track and I'll get a really cool sound, and then the next time I go to make a track, I'll be thinking, oh man, how did I make that sound before? But I can never remember, and it's a good way of keeping each track hopefully sounding a little bit different from the last one.
It's not about technical stuff, I don't think. It's about getting a good vibe, getting a strong identity to a tune. Well, I still work on a very old knackered computer. I don't have a MIDI keyboard, so yeah, it's a very simple kind of method of production, really. The bass is something that, I did a bit of work on in another tune, bounced it, and then put it back into the track. It kind of wasn't working in the track originally. So yeah, it's literally just one bit of audio that I've made outside of this particular track, and then just chucked it back in.
Yeah, once you've got the bass line, that is the key to the whole track in drum and bass, I think, really. Everything hinges on that. There's loads of loops on my computer that are things I've been working on for years, where I've got a really great hook going round, but until you can find the bass line that just runs underneath it the whole way, you're never going to get it past the finish line.
Tony, we heard that track you did earlier, and you said that the bass was live. Did you record all those instruments in a band session, or was it just one at a time?
No, it was just me in front of my Mac.
So you didn't actually play any real instruments?
Yeah, I played the guitar and the bass.
Right.
And yeah, just kind of like, I mean, my bass playing's, well, it's all pretty functional really. So I played like, it was quite fast, like kind of punk style. And I had to chop it up and put it in time after I'd done it, but it works.
If you've got sort of any advice that you could pass on to someone that's starting now that you're a long way down the line that you wish you knew a few years back, what would it be?
Well, I think it is about feeling your way, and it's very important not to copy any other producers, including, don't take this the wrong way, high contrast, because then you won't have your own sound. So, you have to do your thing with the drums. It's like Lincoln said, you've got to feel, you've got to really hear it and feel it, and it takes a while to get that. So you have to make a lot of tracks with really terrible drums first, before you get your first tune that's actually got good drums that you can really be proud of. You've got to have your own thing going, you've got to make your own sound, and the only way to do it is trial and error, and to keep doing it, and to kind of stick with the journey and enjoy it, and don't be a perfectionist about it, because some of the best tunes ever in drum and bass and all forms of music are technically ridiculously sloppy. So it's not about good technique at all. It's about the spirit of what you're doing.
When I first started out, I didn't have any kind of sampler. I just had like one note that I'd like pitch up, save that as a file, pitch it up, save that as a file, import it, try and make a riff out of it. It's not a way to work.
It sounds kind of similar to what I do.
I guess it's mostly aimed at Lincoln, because it's sample-based music. Have you got any anecdotes about samples you've used that you shouldn't have and got caught?
Actually,
You got switched up, didn't you?
Yeah, there was one incident where it was a transatlantic misunderstanding. A producer gave me a CD full of acapellas, and it was given to a friend of a friend, and I thought they said, hey, have these, do what you want with them. So I did, and then the records came out, and then their lawyers got in touch. What are you doing?
What was the tune?
I think When the Lights Go Down.
Yep, that was one.
That was one, yeah. I'm not going even dare to mention another in case it's the wrong one.
Very wise. Very wise.
That's kind of one of the trade-offs that, you know, when I first came through, I was just sampling whatever I wanted, and because I wasn't known, I could get away with it. And then as you get more well-known and more successful, the thing that got you there, your hands are kind of tied, because if you want to sample that massive funk loop, it's going to cost you the megabucks, or they might not even let you sample it at all. So it's kind of, I don't know, a bit of a trade-off there.
When you're starting out, when you're under the radar of the big corporations out there, you can get away with anything you want in terms of sampling. If you're fortunate enough for people to like your music, and as you get bigger, at some point someone's going to come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Hi, recently I've been rather taken with the drum and bass step, and I know it's big in Eastern Europe. Like, I've seen loads of YouTube videos of Poland and Russia, but I was wondering if you ever see it getting big in like the UK, because I don't know, I've only ever seen me and my mates do it, because we can just about do it, but other than that, I've never seen anyone in Britain do it at all. So,
doing what?
Do what?
The drum and bass step.
Can you demonstrate?
Is this a dance?
Yeah,
Come on.
Make some noise, come on!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please, round of applause for these lovely